NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Las Vegas Raiders. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for them.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation allows him to get home.
Escaping the pressure right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on, a big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really be demoralizing.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He's brought down.
But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now a pass caught by Zay Jones. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
It's one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play. Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Jaguars' 49-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Left side here, and it's complete.
That's good.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
1st and 10 at the
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. And heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it up. And the return goes out to his own 17-yard line. So that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense defenses to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
A gain of 14.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Jacksonville.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Going up top for Cup. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing the ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On second down now, Muhammad. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
Well, how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On second down, Prescott again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
The first quarter with no score.
Prescott on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Trey Hepke. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield strike. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left in no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
It's caught on the right side. Williams. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to air one out. And it's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Great effort there. His first touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
That's the score. Raiders 7, Jaguars nothing. Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. 2 yards, good enough for a first. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
2 yards on the play.
Prescott to throw it. He'll find his man, LaVisca Chenault. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
First down, Jacksonville.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now Pollard. Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 30 on second down, Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. And incompletion as a result.
On third down, it's Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They've got a first and goal to go at the 7. They get this out left, and the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That catch good for only a couple. Second and goal from inside the 5.
4-yard line.
Prescott fires one out wide, complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Donald Parham, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring.
And now look at this. Big game, fumble, and the Jags grab it. That's unfortunate. Because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
Trotted down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Jaguars. Tony Pollard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah,
It comes, and he lost the football. And the Jags grab. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. The option, that's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
2nd and goal from the 1. And he'll take this into the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville. Dak Prescott keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in.
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. It takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now 21-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves.
And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
Jaguars.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and the half will begin. With a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here and go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number one was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
Second and 2. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. And now he's going to use it. Now he's strapped. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And he's got some space here. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. This will be caught just inside the 10. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Shotgun, it's Prescott. Flush to his right, toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. He may try and run for this, and he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, 1st and goal. Now here's Pollard, and he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
The 3-yard line.
Here's a quick throw by Dak, complete out wide. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Cooper Kupp, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And this one through the uprights and good.
28, Raiders 7.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. Decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off around the 37. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Run for Pollard. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Pollard again. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as he gets this to the Raiders' 33. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Trying to run forward with Pollard, and he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Just enough to get the 1st down there with a 1-yard pickup.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. That's out to the left, flat and complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And the Jaguars.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now a 1st carry for their fullback. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And there's the pickup you want on 1st down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on 1st down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Pollard. Of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
3rd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with this 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Going to run again here with Pollard. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. 4th down now after a loss of 2. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
Raiders 7.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way to put it.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll run with Pollard. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Pollard, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings
second and 9 from the 44. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Bo Scarborough.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
No gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They'll run it. This is Muhammad. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
The ball carrier.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 22-yard line. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there, first down. Now a first and 10 at the 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll go down. Brought down at the the 20-yard line.
Taken down.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break.